Hi, welcome to week 3. Today's topic is Tell Me What You Think. I'm Jeannie Cody and I'm a research nurse and I'll be presenting today's topic. This topic is focused on how thoughts and feelings can change our behavior. There are 2 general ideas we'll review today in this short video. We can change how we feel by changing how we think, and then what strategies we can use to change our thoughts. The thoughts we think can change how we feel and how we behave. If my goal is to walk 15 minutes a day and I tell myself, I can't do it, by having negative thoughts, they may impact my mood in a way that makes me think I can't do it. Therefore, the chances of me walking are decreased due to that negative thinking. I could change my thinking to be I might be able to walk for 15 minutes. My feelings are still on the discouraged side, but I may begin to attempt to move towards my goal. I could also be thinking, I can try. This thought may bring a more hopeful feeling and may lead me to attempt to work on my goal. Having positive intentions and using a sentence like I can may bring the most helpful feelings to help change our behavior. This information is also in the tab CBI for you to review if you wish. One of our homework items will be this week for you to think about times when your thoughts are helpful, such as I can, and unhelpful, like I can't, and how this impacts your activity level. Another example of how feelings and thinking are interrelated is illustrated in a scenario with a fire alarm. If you are in a mall with your family and the fire alarm goes off, you are going to behave as you've been taught. When I hear alarm, there must be a fire and I need to leave the building. How do you think you would feel in this situation? I bet your heart rate would go up as you look for the exits. You'd probably worry about where your family members might be and can they hear the alarm? And you would start making motions to leave the building. But what if, prior to the fire alarm going off, an announcement had gone overhead that the maintenance department was checking the system? How would you feel then? You might be alert for more information about the alarm as it's going off, but you wouldn't be looking for your family or for the exits. You would continue what you were doing. You would behave in a different manner in the second scenario. Do you see how the difference in thinking and feeling are related and affect behavior? That leads us to some strategies for making a thought that isn't very helpful into a thought that is more helpful. And there are 3 ways we can change our thoughts to affect our behavior. One way is thinking more broadly. The second way is checking the facts. And the third is to prioritize the things that we do. We will briefly discuss these strategies. Thinking more broadly means looking beyond the immediate situation and looking at the bigger picture. Is there information I don't know? What other perspectives can be considered? If you are thinking you can't walk for 15 minutes, but begin to list out the reasons why walking is beneficial, maybe that will help you get on your feet and moving. Moreover, taking a deep breath and thinking more broadly may help us to change our overall thoughts. The next strategy we can use to change our thinking is to get the facts. The envelope that arrives that stresses you out because it may be a bill may turn out to be an advertisement. Or, in the scenario with the fire alarm, you are panicked about fire, but no one else is moving to the exits. There may be more information, such as an announcement that was given before your arrival, that they were testing the equipment. Checking the facts may change how you think, and ultimately how you think may change how you feel and behave. The third strategy that we may use to change our thinking is to prioritize the things we want to do. One way to do this is to make a goal. In this program, we are using SMART goals, which are ways to prioritize small activities so they can be achieved. The SMART goals, again, are specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-limited. Your SMART goal will be focused again this week on increasing the amount of walking that you do. So to wrap up, this week's topic focused on how thoughts and feelings can change behavior. And there are two general ideas that we reviewed today. We can change how we feel by changing how we think. Strategies that we can use to change our thoughts are another thing to consider. So those were our two ideas. To work on this week's ideas, you will be asked to do homework. There are 3 parts to the homework again. The first part is to think about what thoughts are helpful or unhelpful to you in being physically active. The second part of the homework is to set a SMART goal for the week. The third part of the homework is to write in your activity log every night, and also record your steps each night, but also to write down any other activities you might have done and any issues you may have had with sleeping. I will meet with you on tab CBI to go over the homework and over this week. You can refer to this video at any time for ideas, and the key points of the video are also on tab CBI listed under key points. Next week's topic will expand on our discussion of the cognitive model, where thinking, feelings, moods, and behavior are all interrelated. During the last 2 sessions, we have talked about changing behavior and how we can change our thoughts. Next week, we'll discuss how emotions and mood affect our behavior. See you then.